Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. And it's time for another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday. So this time I am reviewing Country Grammar by Nelly. So this is his debut studio album. This joint came out June the 27th of the year 2000. So at this point, I just got done with my sophomore year. And I'll be going into my junior year around that time. And on that month, I went to a science museum in Ohio, COSA, I think that's what they call it. That's like one of the handful of good things that Ohio had. But that's another story for another day. So this album was recorded from 1999 up to 2000 under Universal Records and Four Wheel. So the producers involved here were C Love, who was executive producer, Kevin Law, another executive producer, Jason J.E. Epperson, who really produced the majority of this album, City Spud, Steve Blast Willis, Basement Beats, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's everybody who was involved with the production. So here's the deal with this album. This album, oh my god, this album was crazy actually. I mean, tons of success in charts and things of that nature. Now, I will warn you guys right here, right now, when it comes to the track listings, expect heavy slang with the production here. I'm letting you guys know right here, right now. So let's look at the charts for this album. It was number 4 in the Australian album charts, 24th on the Belgian album, the Ultra Top Flanders, Belgian rather, my fault. 7th on the Canadian album charts, 29th on the Danish album charts, 8th in the Dutch album charts, 26th in the Finnish album charts, 109th in the French album charts, 3rd in the New Zealand album charts, 35th in the Norwegian album charts, 90th in the Swiss album charts, 14th in the UK album charts, and number 1 in the following: US Billboard 200, US Top R&B/Hip Hop Albums, and US Top Rap Albums. And by the end of the year 2000, it was still number 1 in the US Top R&B/Hip Hop Album chart. Excuse me. Now, here's where things get crazy. Actually, let me give you the crazy stats real quick. Certification: it was platinum out in Australia, gold in the UK, triple platinum in Canada and New Zealand. And I'll reveal what it did in US in a second. So in Australia, it sold like 70,000 copies. Canada, it was 300,000 copies. In New Zealand, it was 45,000 copies. In the UK, it was 100,000 copies. Now check this out in the US. This joint was diamond. And it sold 10 million copies. Yes. So that's Country Grammar. So, and also, and in case you're wondering what's diamond, 10 times platinum. That's what that is. And there's one more certification that this album received, and that is platinum in the British BPI, basically. Because yeah, the BPI. So let me look at them charts one more time. 90th, 3, 8, yeah, cover everything. All right, so there you go with that. So yeah, pretty successful if I do say so myself. All right, now let me give you a little bit of some additional info in terms of the release history. So like I said, right, this joint came out June 27th of the year 2000 in the US and Canada actually. But in the UK, it came out September 4th that same year, and in Germany, it came out September 25th that same year. So that was pretty interesting right there. Now, in terms of background info, so basically in his earlier years, Nelly frequently moved locations within the US before residing in the city of St. Louis. In fact, he was actually born in Texas. It was there, in terms of St. Louis, where he discovered rap artists synonymous within the city in his teenage years. Nelly moved to Universal City. Yeah, that was all one sentence actually. Where he shifted his, and the sentence continued, where he shifted his aspirations from becoming a baseball player to producing stories and rhymes. Oh, that explained that one song. I get more on that later. Along with some high school friends, Ali Jones, Torrey Harper, Taiwan, and Lavelle Rep, aka City Spud, Torrey Harper, aka Murphy Lee, and Ali Jones, aka Ali. Nelly formed the group St. Ludacris in 1993. Frustrated by the lack of attention from record companies, the group formed the Consensus to allow Nelly to pursue a solo career with the rest possibly releasing their own solo albums. Nelly produced demos which were sent to national labels, eventually gaining attention from Universal Records, who signed a record deal with Nelly and the St. Lunatics in 1999, with Universal releasing the former's debut album, Country Grammar, in 2000. So all the, well, I ain't gonna talk about, you know, the behind the scenes stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. So we're gonna move on from that. Now, let's get on to the track listing. So like I said before, the majority of the songs, the titles of these songs, expect some slang. Like, I crap you not, expect some slang, some southern slang, things of that nature. So the first track is called Intro. Now, before I get on to this, there's 17 tracks total. 3 of them are skits, unfortunately, which means I can only give you a top 3, not a top 5. So the first track is called Intro, featuring Cedric the Entertainer. Now let me give you guys a little bit more info right here, real quick. All 3 of the skits feature Cedric the Entertainer. There you go. All right, so the second track is called St. Louis, like not St. Louis, but St. Louis, followed by Greed, Hate, and Envy. And then there's 4 singles, by the way, and we are approaching one of the 4. We just so happens to share the same name as the name of this album. So I'm talking about, yes, the actual song, Country Grammar, and in parentheses, Hot Shit. Now track number 5 is called Steal the Show, featuring St. Lunatics, followed by the second skit, which is called Interlude, again featuring Cedric the Entertainer. Track number 7 is another single called Ride With Me, featuring City Spud. And then track number 8 is another single called EI, followed by Thicky Thick Girl, featuring Murphy Lee and Ali. Track number 10 is called For My, featuring Lil Rain. Next up is, and I crap you out with this title right here, Other Side. Now UTHA, Other, or yeah, Other Side, Utah Side, or whatever. I guess you can call it Utah Side or Other, Hot Side. I'm gonna go with Other Side. Track number 12 is called Do Damn Rappers. So THODEMWRAPPAS. Do Damn Rappers. Track number 13 is called Rap Something. WRAPSUMDEN. Supposed to sound like Rap Something, featuring St. Lunatics. Track number 14 is the 4th single of this album, called Batter Up, featuring Murphy Lee and Ali rather. So you remember that whole baseball reference where I said he gave up trying to be a baseball player? So there's that song right there. I guess that's where it came from. Track number 15 is called Never Let 'Em See You Sweat. So never let M, apostrophe EM, the letter C, the letter U, sweat, featuring the Teamsters. Track number 16 is called Lovin' Me. So LUVEN, and of course me. And then the last track number 17, is the outro, featuring Cedric the Entertainer. So let's get on with the 4 singles, shall we? The first single is obviously Country Grammar, Hot Shit. So basically, this joint came out February 29th, 2000. And the song's melody and chorus were taken from a song popularly sung by children with clapping games called Down Down Baby. I never heard of that. On the clean version, the word shit is black mask, and most of the explicit words are replaced by radio-friendly words and or bleep-related sound effects. For instance, in the lyrics, and for those of you who don't know how the hook goes, it's like, I'm going down, down, baby, yo, street in the Range Rover, sweet, sweeper, baby, cock, ready to let it go, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, what, listen to it, pound, light it up and take it, puff, pass it to me now. Yeah, that's the joint right there. So speaking of the hook, let's talk about that hook for a second. So for instance, in terms of the whole, cleaning up the song, whatever, the lyrics, sweet, sweeper, baby, cock, in the chorus, are replaced with boom boom baby, so due to a reference to a shotgun, sweet sweeper baby cock. So if I was to sing that again in the clean version, I'm going down down baby, yo, street in the Range Rover, boom boom baby, ready to let it go. That's how it go. I crap it out. That's how it went basically. So fellow St. Louis rappers St. Louis rapper, not St. Lunatic rapper, but St. Louis rapper Jiv would later use the same tactic employed by Nelly in creating his first hit single. He would go on to imitate the popular children's song Do Your Ears Hang Low with his song Chain Hang Low. The song also references Beanie Man's 1998 dance hall single Who Am I, and in parentheses, Sim Simma, with the line, keys to my Bieber man, holla at Beanie Man. Oh yeah, that's pretty dope right there. Alright, and this joint do indeed have a music video, just to point that out there. Now, let's look at the chart. It was 20th out in Australia and in the Netherlands. It was 4th in Austria, 10th in Canada, 20th in the Netherlands, 43rd in New Zealand, 56th in Sweden, 58th in Switzerland, 7th on the US Billboard Hot 100 and the UK singles charts, and number 1 in the UK R&B charts. In the how is this R&B? I cannot understand that. How is this R&B? Like, can somebody explain that to me? But anywho, it was also number 1 in the US Hot Rap Songs. Thank you. And it was 5th on the US Hot R&B / Hip Hop Songs chart. Now, let's look at these certifications. It was gold in both Australia, selling around the single selling around 35,000 copies, and gold in the US, selling around 500,000 copies. Now, did the single do anything else? I'ma say no, it did not. So we're going to move on from that and go somewhere else. How about EI? So in case you're wondering, underlay, mommy, EI, uh-oh. Ooh, there's some back. Ooh, okay. There's some interesting info with this song. So first of all, this joint came out October 28, 2000. And apparently there were some remixes. So here's the deal with this. Tip Drill, oh my gosh, that is not the song, it's the music video for that one. Tip Drill, or EI Remix, is the name of a 2003 remix of the song. It appeared as the 4th track on his 2003 remix album, The Dirty Versions, The Reinvention. So D-E-R-R-T-Y. So yeah. An alternate version featuring vocals from Nelly's group, The St. Lunatics, which is listed as the Tip Drill Remix, appears as the final track on, again, The Dirty Versions, The Reinvention. Both versions were produced by David Banner. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, they mentioned the music video, but here's the problem. The Tip Drill got a music video, as did EI. So I'm like, which version are they talking about when I'm reading this? So the song's music video made for the version featuring St. Lunatics. So now I already know which one they're talking about. They're talking about Tip Drill. This, music video became controversial for its perception over depiction of women as sexual objects. It was meant to be a single, but withdrawn due to its potentially offensive content. Despite this, Nelly's solo version of the song received moderate airplay on urban contemporary radio stations in the US, and we'll get to the charts later on. Featuring cameo appearances by Jermaine Dupri and David Banner. We're talking about the Nelly solo version. In one interpretation of the song's meaning by Mark Anthony Neal, the phrase tip drill is a ghetto colloquialism for the proverbial ugly girl with a nice body. Okay. So there's a little bit more. Oh wow, this going deep with the controversy. So in 2004, women study students at Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia, protested against misogyny in rap music and tip drill specifically. The students criticized the negative portrayal and sexual objectification of African American women in the video, which show women in bikinis dancing and simulating various sexual acts, men throwing money on women's breasts and buttocks, yes, they said buttocks, and Nelly swiping a credit card between a woman's buttocks, again buttocks, after which it started bouncing. I actually remember that part in the video. I was rolling at that part. But moving on. Nelly's Full Show for Kids Foundation was scheduled to hold a bone marrow drive on campus to help his sister who's suffering from leukemia. Spelman's Feminist Majority Leadership Alliance that's a long title, President Moya Bailey and Lena Cabral named Nelly the misogynist of the month. And the flyers they and other members placed on campus prompted the foundation to cancel the drive. The president of the student government, Asha Jennings, said, and I quote, "Nelly wants us to help his sister, but he's degrading hundreds of us." According to Spelman students, Nelly's foundation refused to hold the drive unless the university promised that students would not confront the rap star about his song and the video. The foundation canceled the drive. In 2008, Nelly stated that his own daughter, Ayanda, had never seen the video. Now, that's crazy. Now let's get on to the charts. So now this is for the Nelly solo version, the original one. It was 15th of the US Billboard Hot 100, 10th of the US Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs charts, and 19th of the US Mainstream Top 40. Now, going into the year 2001, it was 12th out in Australia, 65th in Austria, 28th out in Germany, 15th in Ireland, 36th in the Netherlands, 89th in Switzerland, 11th in the UK singles chart, and 2nd in the UK R&B charts. By the end of the year, 2001 that is, it was 95th on the US Billboard Hot 100 songs, and the single was gold out in Australia. What? Just Australia? Wow, okay. Selling around 35,000 copies. So it was gold out in Australia, but not in the US. That's kind of weird, if you ask me. All right, let's move on to the third single, which is called Ride With Me. So some of y'all may remember this. If you want to go to get high with me. That song, yeah. So this one came out, okay, in the US, it came out March 10th, 2001, but in the UK, it came out March 7th, 2001. All right, the third single off this album right here. So, okay, a little bit of background info here. So, oh, and yeah, I mentioned that there's 2 minutes video for, yeah. Ride With Me featured a sound similar to Get Down On It by Kool in the Gang. Indeed, it is in the same key, which is E minor. It uses almost identical chord progressions in the refrain alone. The song samples lines from the song I Like It by The Barge, specifically those which read, I like the way you brush your hair, and I like those stylish clothes you wear. That one. Now, oh, wow, I did not know this one. There is an official remix, which was also produced by Jason J. E. Epperson. It then placed in, once again, Nelly's remix album, The Dirty Versions, The Reinvention. It also features City Spud's verse from the original and John Mayer on the guitar. It samples Mayer's single, No Such Thing. So, and of course, there's a music video for, I know there's a music video for the original. Now, here's the thing. The music video won Best Rap Video at the MTV Video Music Awards in 2001. Due to the jail sentence he was then serving, City Spud did not appear in the video. The video also received a nomination for Viewer's Choice. A Philadelphia 76er version, of the song was released during the 2001 NBA Finals. The video is mainly based on the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit, although references to the 1980s TV show The Dukes of Hazzard in the film Cool Hand Luke are also present in the video. All right, so there you go with that. Now, obviously, got some influence in popular culture and pop culture, obviously, but we ain't gonna get into that. Oh my gosh, these charts. So it was number 4 out in Australia, 60th in Austria, 27th in Belgium, 23rd in Brazil, 43rd in France, 25th in Germany, 4th in Ireland, 5th in the Netherlands, 20th in New Zealand, 7th in Norway, 14th in Sweden, 22nd in Switzerland, number 3 in the UK singles charts, the US Billboard Hot 100, and the US Mainstream Top 40, number 34th in the US Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs, and number 1 on the UK R&B charts. I mean, I can see this being considered R&B, but he is not an R&B artist. Like, even though he sound R&B in this, especially in this song, but he is not an R&B artist. So, oh gosh. All right, so Ride With Me got certifications. It was gold by the RIAA, platinum by the ARIA, and gold in the BPI. So there you go with that. Now let's move on to the 4th single, which is called Battle Up. Now, this joint came out September. Wow, it came out 9/11. Yeah, that day, the exact day. That's crazy. And it came out November 21st that same year, out in Germany. So now here's the deal with Battle Up. Battle Up, not only was it included in Country Grammar, the album, but it was also included as a bonus track on the Free City album and remixed. Yeah, it's another remix on the Dirty Versions. It was also the last single, to be released from the album. So the song's hook and chorus alluded to the theme song of the television sitcom The Jeffersons. In fact, the show's star, Sherman Hemsley, appeared in the music video. So yeah, there's a music video. Initially as a sports announcer and later dances with the members of St. Lunatics, mostly Nelly for the most part. Now, It is the last single from Nelly's first studio album. And yeah, I already mentioned it came out same day as 9/11. So there you go with that. Now let's look. Oh, there's no charts here. I thought there would be charts here for this one, but there's not. But let's look at elsewhere. So it was 19th out in Australia, the ARIA charts, 79th in Germany, 30th in the Irish singles charts, 31st in the singles top 100, that's the Netherlands, 75th out in Sweden, which is the Swiss Hit Parade charts, that's a new one, and 28th in the UK singles charts. So basically this joint did not make the charts in the US. Not at all, so that's weird. That's actually interesting to be honest. So there you go with that. Now let's move on to my favorite songs off this album from worst to first. Greed, Hate, Envy, the worst song off the album. And the next 4 songs I'm about to name, they all have this weak snare that kind of gets on my nerve nowadays. Greed, Hate, Envy is one of them. The snare sounds so weak, and it sounds like a beat for No Limit. I understand No Limit beat sucks because they use this snare, but still, I do not like this snare at all. It's this weak. It sounds so weak. It sounds so weak. Still the Show sound like a old school Cash Money / No Limit beat. That weak snare again. Other Side, again, don't like the snare. Although this one don't have the weak snare, but I still don't like it. But the beat bangs a little, so it's straight. And then Thicky Thick Girl, you know, this one had this weak snare, but at least it's better than the first 2 songs I named. And the beat was pretty cool. And of course, we got Battle Up. It's a classic, even I guess, because it's a single, I guess. But it sounded a bit goofy for me. Now, but let's get on to some the more better songs off this album. Rap Something was pretty cool, mostly because of the tempo and the bass. Should have used a different snare here. For My featuring Lil Wayne, the beat was pretty cool. Same with St. Louis. And Ride With Me, that's a classic without question, and the beat was pretty cool. Never Let Them See You Sweat, beat was pretty cool, and that bass line is dope. I really like the bass line here. And Those Damn Rappers, beat was pretty cool. I like the drums, especially doing the hook, but that snare, okay. This ain't the weak snare, but I don't know. They could have used it, played around with the snare, maybe, possibly. Like the snare that they use now is okay. It's pretty cool, but they could have played around with that snare. They could have pick something different, you know, experiment with it, see how it sounds compared to the snare that they actually use. All right, let me give you guys my top 3 songs off this album. The best song off this album is Loving Me. This joint is semi-smooth, is a bit light with the note, like the, you know, the tone of the song is a bit on the light side, but it's a really cool beat. Again, semi-smooth, really like this joint. Second best song off this album is EI. This joint is a classic. This joint is a classic, and the beat is really cool right here, man. And of course, number 1 song off this album is Country Grammar, which is indeed hot shit. Yeah, that's part of the title. That is a classic. This beat is really, really cool. Really like that song without question. Now, let me give you guys let me give you guys the professional ratings for this album. All Music gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B-. LA Times gave it 3 out of 4 stars. NME gave it 9 out of 10. Pitchfork gave it an 8.1 out of 10. Q gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Rolling Stones gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Spin gave it a 6 out of 10. And The Village Voice gave it a B+. So what do I think about this album? Okay, I'm gonna give this one a 3 point what? It's not 3.75. It's not that. It between 3.2. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with a 3.25 because again, there's a lot of classics, mostly because of the singles. But there's nothing legendary. There's nothing that was like really, really high, anything like that. For the most part, the songs was was really cool. That was it. So 3.25 out of 5. I recommend you download it and you keep the following songs: Country Grammar, EI, Loving Me, Those Damn Rappers, Never Let Them See You Sweat, and Ride With Me. That's it. Everything else is up to you. So yeah, 3.25 out of 5 stars. You download it and it's up to you. Want to keep it. But again, I recommend you keep those songs that I named. So with that said, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, the New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.